My name is James Phillips, and I work in the firm's banking and creditors rights practice group. So I graduated from DePaul in 2018 in Chicago, came back here and started working at Rupp Baase in the fall of 2018, and I began practicing law in 2019 in the insurance defense practice group, and then I moved into banking and creditors rights in about the fall of 2019. When I was little, I would go see my dad do surgery as a doctor, and there was just a sense of satisfaction with helping people out. And my parents at a young age, along with the schooling that I went to, always taught me to help those out, especially those that are less fortunate. I went to school originally for medicine, and when I found out that I enjoyed reading and writing and critically thinking with my history major instead, I decided to apply those skills with the value of helping people out, and I found that being a lawyer was something that intertwines those two pillars, and that's just how I wanted to pursue my career. Recently, for one of our clients, I closed on a $80,000 negotiation. It was pretty intense with the negotiation going back and forth, and I found it rewarding for my client. Outside of work, I like to spend a lot of time with my family and friends and my dogs. I love to travel. I like to play hockey and I like to ski in the winter, and I'm a big sports fan, so I love going to Bills games, specifically traveling out of town. And one legal tip that I would like to stress upon my clients is that the legal process does take a long time in most instances. I think clients have this false sense of impression that we're magicians in a way, and we can make, in my practice group, I deal mostly with collections, so I feel like clients think that when we could just snap our fingers and money will appear. While we do love those cases, that's not often the case. We have to file pleadings, we have to obtain a judgment, we have to do motion practice, and after all that, we have to conduct asset searches if we don't get contact with the debtor. And those asset searches really depend on if a debtor has collectible assets to begin with. So, like I said, while we do like those cases that the debtor calls us right after we send out a demand letter, that's not often the case, and these cases do take a while. So I would just like to stress that patience is a virtue, and especially with litigation.